What it is, it's your boy True, aka Do-Rag True, and this is True Be Talking. And right now, I just want to talk about the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. This happened over my birthday weekend, so I kind of got behind on recording something about it, but here we go. I want to talk about this in two parts, right? First, the actual fight itself. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I don't know, I saw a lot of people, a lot of fans were upset, saying that, they expected more out of Mike Tyson and, he didn't really give much of a performance. My thing is, bro, the man is 58 years old. He's 58. It's Mike Tyson, true. We got, a lot of people got caught up in the nostalgia of it being Mike Tyson getting back in the ring. But I just got to say, as a person, as an avid watcher of boxing, for any boxer, anybody, right? I know a lot of people wanted Jake Paul to get his ass kicked because that was like my only thing. I was like, I had two things. I hope Mike Tyson makes it through the fight alive. Hopes to get out there alive. And secondly, I definitely wanted to see him hurt Jake Paul, but my mind has kind of changed on that, and I'll give my reasons for that too. But I knew no matter how Tyson performed, he had no chance of winning this fight. And I need people to understand that Jake Paul, regardless of if you like him or not, he is a trained fighter. He does train for boxing. He puts in the work. He knows how to throw he could throw some punches. He knows how to guard. So he's a trained fighter. So you got to respect that off top. So for any trained fighter, right? Any trained fighter, the man 27 years old. If you're a 27-year-old trained fighter and you're getting in the ring with a 58-year-old, and mind you, I don't give a damn who the 58-year-old is. If you get in there and lose to a 58-year-old, bro, even in the exhibition, sparring, whatever, you need to hang it up. It's time to put it down, bro. You get in there. If he slip one in on you and catch it, okay. But if you really get in there in a real fight, bro, with a 58-year-old and you lose, you don't need to box no more. You need to stop boxing. You don't need to play fight night. You don't need to play undisputed. You don't need fighting. You shouldn't even be talking about you at a restaurant. You need to ask for a to-go plate. You don't even get a to-go box, my nigga. Like, you don't need to box no more at all. So that's the first thing. Mike Tyson had on a knee brace. If you watch the fight, you can see anytime he tried to throw a punch or anytime he got hit by a punch, he was wobbled. He'll wobble a little bit. Anybody that knows anything about boxing can tell you that if your legs, one or both of your legs is messed up or hurt, you're in for a bad time in the ring. In most cases, if a fighter had a bad knee like that, they would have called the fight off. You know what I'm saying? Altogether. But you got to remember, they've already pushed the fight back once from July. The fight was supposed to take place in July. Mike Tyson had health issues, and that's why I got pushed back to November. So I really don't know what a lot of people were expecting. I didn't expect much. It would have been nice to see, Tyson give him one of them quick flurries, when he's little, hit him a few times. It'd have been cool to see, and I think that's what most people were looking for. But the man was hurt, bro. He had a hurt knee. They sold the fight. Tyson did what he could, and I respect Jake Paul for not teeing off on Mike, knowing what this is. Like, bro, this is a legend. I love this guy. He's somebody I look up to when it comes to boxing. One of the reasons why I wanted to box. And getting to face him in the ring, I'm pretty sure that was a really dope moment for him. And he respected Mike too much to just come in and just tee off on him, because that's what he could have did. Anybody that knows boxing or has boxed or anything knows that when a guy's that off balance, bro, you can load up and hit him with whatever you want to, because he can't do too much. He can't move. He can't really protect himself. You hit him with one good combination and it's over with. So that's the fight part of it. The second part, the big picture part of it, right? From what I seen, and I might be wrong, but this had me really excited. I've never paid attention to any Jake Paul fights because he only fights like retired, MMA guys or, older guys, something like that. So I never really paid attention, but I have realized that he uses real fights on his undercards. So even if his match is, I'm fighting Mike Tyson, 58-year-old Mike Tyson, the undercard had real actual fights on it. There were a couple championship fights on his undercard. And the reason why I saw that as a good thing is if he's bringing real boxers and making sure that the fighters are getting paid, because that's one of his things, is making sure that the fighters are getting paid, making these fights. And he does have his own promotion company, Most Valuable Promotions. I feel like his play and his move, which was smart as hell, is to ink a deal with Netflix to get some boxing shows with Netflix, because, and I said it because if you don't know, Showtime and HBO no longer do boxing. They got out of the boxing game. So right now the only place to watch boxing is ESPN, of course ESPN Plus, DAZN, which of course you have to have a subscription to watch DAZN, and then Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime shows PBC fights. If he's able to ink a deal with Netflix, and we all know what type of money Netflix got, that's going to be great for boxing. I think it'll be great for being able to make some of those bigger fights happen. If he's paying the fighters, making sure that they get what they want to make these fights happen, that's going to be better for boxers, because now we can get better fights made. One of the biggest issues with boxing is getting the fights that we want made. And the reason is because you have, is the money. You have to have an A side, you have to have a B side, you have to find out who's going to get a bigger piece of the pie, and this, that, and the third. And that's why, you hear people saying, well, but he outpriced himself. He was asking for too much money. That's why the fight didn't happen. My thing is, well, if we have it where everybody can get what they want, if we have it set up to where we got deals where, hey, you're gonna get your money. This is what we're looking at doing. The money is there. Now, what's stopping y'all from fighting? You know what I'm saying? When that takes place, when that starts happening, that's when we can find out for sure who's really ducking, who really wants to fight, who's really scared of who. Because if the money is straight, if the money is there, then what's stopping y'all from scrapping, bro? You know what I'm saying? What's stopping y'all from getting in that ring? I love what I saw this past weekend. He's doing real fights. He's paying his fighters. If he gets a deal with Netflix to show the fights, that shit is going to be dope. It's going to be really, really dope. We'll have more places to watch fighting. So even if, Jake Paul is going to fight a grizzly bear for the co-main event, he's going to have the other co-main event might be some shit like Bud Crawford versus Boots, or not just, that fight probably never happened, but just saying. He'll have the ability to make those bigger fights that we will want to see. And me personally, I'm all for it. I'm 100% with it. I do have a newfound respect for Jake Paul. Like I said, I love boxing, so I felt like he was making a mockery of it. But after actually watching one of his shows, he's actually helping boxing. I personally feel he's helping boxing. But if you agree, if you disagree, whatever, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Man, this has been my thoughts on this. It's your boy True, man. Do-Rag True, and I'm out.